Hey there, beer nuts. Today I'm going to show you how to tap a Tap King. Tap King's great if you want to use it like that. But what if we want to use it with one of these things? Well, it's actually pretty easy to do, because what we can do is we can actually tap this into that, and we can use this to tap our beer and chuck this thing with the Tap King bottle at the bottom of it into an esky to keep it really cold. What that means is we can have Tap King on tap, a real tap. And I'll show you how to do it. Okay, the first step is we have to get this thing out of here. It's really easy actually. You just kind of just push it like this and it flips up, and then this pops straight out. Pretty simple really. That's all it is. And all this thing does really is, when you look at the back of the Tap King, all it does just sits in there, and this just pushes into the bottle. So the silver thing in there is what clips onto the CO2 tube, and this thing is the thing that clips into the plastic bottle to let the beer flow out. That's the actual tap. What we're going to do is we're going to get rid of all of this, and we're going to join our nylon hose into here and put it all back together in. It's really quite simple. A lot of blokes have got Tap King in their fridge like that, but it's even better when you have it into an esky and you can take it to the party and you can just run it on a proper tap. And I'll show you how to do that. Pretty easy. Okay, so all you really need to do this whole thing is that taken out of the Tap King, a 5 cm long piece of 3mm PVC tube, and whatever length you need to run up to your tap of 5 or 6mm PVC tube. And the whole procedure is so simple, it's not funny. Inside this thing here, inside the tap, all it is a piece of PVC tube running from here up to there. It's just here. See that? Little bit of tubing just stuck on that. All we need to do is get this 5 cm piece of tube, super glue it inside that one, and super glue the other end inside that one, and that kind of becomes an adapter like that. And that's all it is. Guaranteed leak proof. Tap King on tap. And here's one I prepared earlier when I cut the tap away so you can see exactly what the story is. So as you can see, that's the original piece of tube just there. I've made a little adapter, pushed it into that, super glued it in there, and super glued it into this other bit of tube. I've actually run a bead of super glue around here as well to stop that from coming apart. So the whole thing is pretty tight as, never going to leak, never going to come apart. And that's all there is to it. And just push it back into your Tap King, and the other end of it, you stick a valve on it, or whatever you want to do, stick that into your tap, and away you go, Tap King on tap. How easy is that? There you go. Step 1 done. Little adapter in here, glued into the tap. Put the tap back into the Tap King. Now you can see all it is, it's a simple matter of getting your 5mm or 6mm tube and just run the bead of super glue along here and just push that onto that, and now you've got it stuck in there, and that goes up to your tap. Now you can actually put that onto a floating tap, or you can actually put it onto a font under your bar as well, which is pretty much what I've done. I've put this whole arrangement with the bottle and everything into a fridge on the bottom on the ground, put a hole in the fridge, run the plastic tube through the fridge and up to my font. So I've actually got Tap King on tap on my font on my bar. How good's that? Last thing you need to do is you need to have a system of holding the Tap King tap down. This is what I've done. It's very easy. I just put a piece of PVC pipe between the two slots of the Tap King handle there, and it holds the Tap King tap down. So that means the Tap King is pretty much permanently on, and all of the beer flows to the font or to the gun. In my case it's a font. So you can see just here over on the right, you can see I've got a little valve there, which is a stop valve. That pretty much stops the beer from coming backwards into the Tap King when the font's off at the top. And You can see it's I've actually got it in a car fridge, which works quite well. You can see if we follow it up here, you can go up here and you can see there's my beer font, and it works pretty well. Check this out. There you go. Fair amount of head there, but that's because I haven't poured it right, because you really need to do it like that, but I only got one hand, so the other one's holding the camera. Nevertheless, plenty of flow there. Tap King on tap. Awesome.